Hi everyone, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. He's back. The Perfumer is here to rate some more fragrances. This time, he's going to be rating some new 2021 releases. So if you're up for that, stay tuned. We've got Aaron back for another video. Aaron's got a YouTube channel. When we first started doing these videos together, you didn't start the channel, but then
I started and stopped, and then I started and stopped. Yeah.
It's going really well, 36,000 subscribers, so do go and check out his channel and subscribe if you want to hear a perfumer's views on fragrances. Also, I've got some news. I'm starting another channel. It's not fragrance related, but if you've enjoyed some of the vlog videos that I've done on this channel, then I think you might like it. Cinematic vlogs, tech, travel, fun, adventure. Please go and check that out as well, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. Right, so are you excited to smell some new release fragrances?
Beyond excitement.
I can tell. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited about this because we did a series of these videos a couple of years ago and it's been a while.
Yeah, every year. I'm thrilled.
They're fun. I have such fun making these videos. I think we both do, don't we?
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And there's been a lot of requests. I always get comments on the videos I've done with Aaron where he's rated stuff. Make more, get together, we love it. Actually, they're probably the most popular videos on my channel. So thanks for that. You probably gave me a load of subscribers.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah.
So today, Aaron is back to rate some new fragrances that have been released this year. There's 5. We're actually going to do another video after this one where there's another 5. So look for that one if you're watching this video, because there will be 2 versions. So let's just get into it. Here are 5 releases.
I'm trying not to look.
He's not looking.
So I'm really trying to be good and just pretend.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm looking a bit weird like that.
Yeah, so they are down here, but he's been very good. He's not looking because he wants to do this blind, and we've agreed that's the best way. So he doesn't know what the fragrances are, he doesn't know the names, he doesn't know whether they're niche or designer, the price of them. He's just going to give us his honest opinions. But you will obviously know what they are, and I will tell him at the end which each fragrance was. But you will know as he's smelling. So let's start with the first fragrance. There you go. Please bear in mind that these are just off strips, and no one's ever going to get the whole story based off a strip. So please allow us that. There's no other way to do these videos.
Bit bubblegummy, and I can smell massive diagemercinol. So, and yeah. And blue fragrance is undoubtedly masculine. See, what I've noticed, based on Isu, you can smell Isu Super because it has like a woody amber thing actually. Right. So because I deal with it, I can smell it.
I think I would struggle to pick ISO Super out of a fragrance, if I'm being honest, as a component.
If you worked with it all the time, you know what it does in it, if that makes sense. So this is industrial use, but it's a fantastic modern. This is modern. It smells like there's a bubblegummy sort of note to it. So anyone can explain it, like a bubble.
I agree. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But definitely citrus is the top note, and then a bit woody, a bit. They all smell the same. Do you notice that? This is the problem I'm having, where it's a little bit. It's quite difficult to be interested about something that's just a reformulation of a fragrance based around diagemercinol, and you can do it, but it is citrus in this and Isu Super and.
I agree. There's a lot of fragrances that are designed to be mass appealing. We call them generic because there's a lot of crossover. There's lots of similarities between these mass appealing fragrances, simply because they're trying to just exist in this market. Sure,
nothing wrong with that. But diagemercinol is high up, so ambroxan in it. So it's
what does dihydromercinol do in a fragrance?
Diagemercinol. So it's a linking molecule between sort of citruses, and it can smell blue. So it sort of smells blue and limey. So, but it's used in high amounts. It reminds me of it's used like in air fresheners and toilet cleaners and detergents at really high amounts to smell limey and fresh.
And I think famously quite a major component in cool water and green Irish tweed as well.
Yeah, so it is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's allergen free and it's very, very safe. But in high amounts, when you flip around acetates and diagemercinol, so if diagemercinol goes on the top, it smells sort of like this and limey, and then you add lemon to it. So it's okay. I mean, this just smells.
Would you wear it?
No.
Out of 10, what would you rate it?
I think it's safe, fine. I think it's all right. I bet you though, it's safe, legal, compliant, got all that stuff to it.
Absolutely.
I think it's all right, but I think it's just a recomposition of the same stuff.
Out of 10?
7. It's all right.
That's good for you.
Yeah, it's all right.
These
are all right.
That's a blinding result.
It's all right. Yeah, I'd like
7,
to see
okay, great, fair.
I'd like
fair.
to see something a little bit. My argument is,
Yeah.
you can make things interesting on a low budget.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I'd like to see, just a little bit. Maybe you could stick some different citruses in. It doesn't always have to be the same thing.
Yeah. All right, fragrance number 2.
See, I love this. I love vanilla-based fragrances, but this is again dihydromercenol on it. Again, this is dihydromercenol, vanillin, coumarin. I like coumarin.
It definitely has that,
Sweetness, ethyl maltol,
Yeah.
moving through the whole thing.
definitely has that mass appeal
Yeah,
to it.
nothing wrong in it at all. But
Yeah.
this is, I would say, this is a clean Oriental. So this is moving on fresh, but moving into an Oriental. So I would say it's got ionones in, and ionones help to flatten out and give this sort of feel to it. It's got one of the sweeter citruses in, so it's I'd say it's either got lemon or mandarin in. I'd say it's mandarin. So this is a clean Oriental.
Yeah.
But this, I don't think it's going to particularly last. I think you get that. What we've noticed is that you get this blast. People love the top note, and then I think this sort of dries down to a bit like a powdery, vanilla-y, freshy sort of finish.
Sort of. I get okay longevity out of this. Initial projection, fantastic. Projects a lot. People notice it. People love it, but it does dry down to be closer to the skin. But it's all right. I'd say average longevity on that one.
Ethyl maltol is quite high up in this, because it smells. It's got that sweet. It's very sweet.
Would you wear it?
No, the ethyl maltol's too up. These are really technical. So it's the ethyl maltol, when it's quite high up, it smells crunchy. I mean, so it's got that sort of on your edge of your teeth.
Yeah.
But the initial, I tell you what I did like, when you get the blast of it. Oh, I really like it, but then it becomes a little bit like a saccharin-induced drink, where you just sort of feel a bit sick from it after a while.
Gets a bit sickly. Right?
Yeah, and I think
cloying and sickly.
Yeah, but I think initially I thought it was really lovely, but I think after a while you would be like, you may become nose blind to it, or just like you want something else.
Yeah.
Very sweet. I think about the same 7. I think it's
7,
bad,
yeah, okay,
but I don't think it's particularly innovative, interesting, exciting, and it can be done.
Yeah. For me, this one I thought was, yes, it smells mainstream and a little bit generic, but it sort of leaned a little more into that interesting territory for me.
It's got a woody compound in it, so it's got some, I would think it's got pepper in it, because pepper helps to pop it.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 2 7s so far. The next one.
So this, I see I'm working with all these new things, and this has got a aroma chemical and begin with U. That in high concentrations can smell of cucumber or violets. So this is a violety finish to it.
Yeah.
And that's quite apparent, that sort of cucumbery, violety smoothness to it, but again, dihydromercenol in it, I would say, or a diet blue aroma chemical in it.
Yeah.
But that aroma chemical is apparent in this. I think if you like that Parma violet, or that sort of, it's very interestingly, if you mix it with aroma chemicals, it can smell of cucumber, and if you mix it with other aroma chemicals, it smells of Parma violets. It's a really interesting raw material, and the brain perceives it differently, and that's to do with the background sort of notes. I think that what I've noticed is the same sort of person likes this. I've noticed that the person that will love that finish to it, that clean, it's almost like a dewy, cucumbery sort of feel, they will love this. So these are all things where people are going to gravitate towards this, and they'll pick it up and go, they love the same top notes. So generally the background's been adjusted, but it's the similar sort of things, so the same people just go onto the same sort of formulations.
So you mentioned cucumber, is that because you get sort of a clean freshness from it?
Clean,
like from
fresh,
cucumber?
Clean, fresh, dewy, but really clean and snappy.
Yeah.
And this has got cashmere in to help elevate it and flick it through. This dries down better than the initial thing, because of that aroma chemical I find a little bit unpalatable in high amounts. So I think once that come off a bit, you're left with quite a nice...
The thing that's I particularly like about this is not as sweet and cloying as the other two.
It's got a dewy, fresh cleanness to it.
Crisper and more refined, I would say.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's all right. I think it's a 7 again. I think,
yeah?
I think they're all right. I don't think they're bad, but I don't particularly think they are the heights of perfumery. No, but they're fine.
Okay. All right, here we go. The next one, fragrance number 4.
Oh, see, I like the this. I always love this combination, which is coumarin, vanillin, Isu Super. I prefer Oriental, so personally speaking, I prefer things because I think they're a bit more mysterious and they have a sweetness to it. And I love this sort of the wood compounds in this. This is a woody, sweet, and there's mint in it. You can smell mint.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Because it's when you mix spearmint or peppermint, I don't know the isomer, with vanillin and ethyl vanillin, you get a mint ice cream feel. Right. So this smells of like a minty, ice creamy finish to it. These all smell, I just think, so mass appealing. Yes. They just smell like you're going to put it on and you're going to like it. They're not built to be an explanation. No. They're built to put it on and you go, it's fine.
Yeah, oh, absolutely right, yeah. I agree with that. I get the impression that you may be liking this one more than the others because it's a bit more Oriental, perhaps?
Yeah, but I personally, if it was me, I'd love the patchouli amped up and some lemon quite amounts. I'd love to see it made a lot darker and richer. Right. But then that's me. And it's like, but I like the vanillin and the sort of the peppermint sort of finish to it. I think that's quite interesting.
Okay, out of 10?
7.
Okay, 7s across the board
They're not.
Yeah, they're not bad, but they're not blowing your mind.
Oh, I think they're all right. Yeah. I think they're mass appealing.
You're making this difficult for yourself because I want you to pick a favourite out of these at the end.
Right.
If you're going to give them all 7s, but obviously, you know, let's see what the last one holds. Let's see what you think about the last one. Fragrance number 5.
Nah, that's not.
This doesn't sound like it will be.
Nah, because they're using high amounts of a dry. A lily of the valley raw material called Latrillis, and Latrillis is the driest of the lily of the valley raw materials are used to give. They're used massively in lots of different directions, but generally they're used to give a clean finish to them. They smell massive, like very nice. But you have Latrillis, and when you mix it with linalool and ethyl linalool, you get this finish, and it's dry. And of all the sort of types of fragrance, I don't like dry fragrances personally, and Broxton this well. This smells of ceramic. It's got a ceramic iron to it, and that's the musk they're using. So the musk they're using is high amounts of a musk, habanolide. So habanolide is and gives this. So this is dry, metallic. It smells of linen, doesn't it? Oh, I think it smells of like the airing cupboard when you get.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you know when you open up the airing cupboard and you get that smell of fresh, clean clothes, and it's that heat of that sort of, or when you're ironing clothes. Yeah. To me, that's what it smells of.
I swear he doesn't know. He's not seen.
No, I'm really trying. Wow. So I don't think it's fair.
That was an amazingly accurate description. Okay. Yeah.
But I can make this.
Okay.
So it's not.
Do you think it smells modern and contemporary to you? Because that's what the brand is going for with this one.
It's I think about when I smell it. I don't think it's I don't think it's bad. But it's the greenness. I just don't like green. Yeah. I don't like iron. I don't like that sort of super. But again, I think that this has all been designed for people who like that type of thing. Yeah. So these are all. If I like an Oriental, I like that. If I like fresh, if I like green, these are all specific genres of perfumery, and it's been done excellently. There's nothing wrong with it, but I quite like I quite like the linen, but I'm a bit dispassionate about it.
Fresh linen laundry.
Yeah, I think it's
about it. Yeah. Okay, out of 10.
I think they're all 7, to be honest. And I don't really have a favourite. I think they're all sort of like.
You've got to pick your favourite 7.
Can I smell them all?
Smell them all again, and I'll tell you what they are as you smell them.
I'm trying not to.
Okay, so there you go. So this one is Viktor Rolf's Spicebomb Infrared. So this is a flanker to the original Spicebomb.
Yeah, the thing I like about that range, I think they're excellent at projection. You can smell that a mile off, and I know on the skin that works. Like it has that thing. That whole range is a thing about it radiates off the skin. Yeah. So I think on the skin that would be smart.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it to me. It has the spicy DNA of the original, but it takes things a little richer and deeper and a bit fruitier, I think, which I like.
I think it's very safe. I mean, these I think are
pretty safe. Yeah. They're all designers, so they're all pretty safe. Yeah.
that you can smell
Okay.
the Isuzu Super really quite high
Right,
up. Yeah.
so try and remember that, because you're going to decide which one if you were forced to wear one of these on a night out, you've got to decide which one you'd wear. So there you go, number 2.
So I like that one.
Yeah.
Because it's sweet and oriental and fruity. Which one's that one?
So this one is Azzaro The Most Wanted.
So this now is drying down to, there's some fruit molecules and some acetates, which I love, mixed with the mescaline molecules.
Yeah.
So that I love vanillin, orientals, fruit. So this one I think would be phenomenal on the skin actually.
This one, for me, out of all of these,
I like that
stands
one.
out as being a bit more noticeable.
Yeah, I think so too.
This is going to get people's attention the most out of these 5 fragrances.
I think on the skin, it smells delicious. There's that
Yes,
sort of like
it does, yeah.
delicious, and that's the fruit molecules.
Yeah, okay. So I felt like you were quite positive.
Yeah, I like that one.
That second sniff, right? Next one. This is a Tom Ford.
Oh, is it?
Costa Azzurra. So this is a repackaging of what used to be a private blend. In the private blend, it was in one of those blue bottles, but now it's been repackaged in the signature line. And it's a...
I don't like it at all.
Ah, okay.
Because I think there's something a little bit, if you want my opinion, I think that,
Please, yes.
I think, so I love Tom Ford.
Yeah, I know you like
So
Tom
it's
Ford.
one of the reasons why I want to create something that good. I think that something's happened where they're producing very expensive stuff and they've lost that magic.
The edge.
It's
Edginess.
something, there's edginess, magic. You always used to be something really sexy.
I wore Tuscan leather the other day, and it just reminded me how good and bold.
And that's what it's lost.
Yeah.
And to me, I would never have got it was a Tom Ford.
Right.
And that's, I think,
yeah.
sad, because since Tom Ford's got that thing.
Yeah. So Tom Ford for a while became synonymous with statement-making fragrances, and I wouldn't say this is a statement-making fragrance.
No,
I like it,
not
but
at all.
I wouldn't say statement-making.
No,
so that's definitely not the one you would choose to wear on a night
not
out.
at all.
Now this one is another flanker. This is Armani Code EDP, so a flanker of the original Armani Code.
Yeah, they're all using the same stuff. I like some of them.
Yeah.
I think some of them are really good.
Yeah.
Maybe on the skin they're different.
They're all different, yeah. I mean, as I said, please forgive us that we can't do these on skin. But
It smells very masculine.
Yeah.
Masculine and dark, but I'd love to see, and it can be done,
Yeah.
something in it.
Yeah. Okay, so I think you're not as positive about that as you were.
And what was the last one?
Most Wanted. The last one is the new Hermes release H24. So there you go.
And it smells of linen, does it?
Yeah, it smells of linen,
don't like
laundry, ironing, all the things you mentioned. I've already mentioned in my review.
That one I think's smart.
So, okay.
Should I put them in an order?
Well, yeah, go on then.
So
yeah.
I go, that one I think's smart.
So Azzaro The Most Wanted is number 1.
And then I think it would go Spicebomb, that one.
Spicebomb Infrared number 2.
And then those two equal.
Armani Code EDP.
But I love
3.
Orientals, yeah.
And then the Hermes H24 and Costa Azzurra from Tom Ford are
I'm surprised
equal.
at Tom Ford.
Right. Yeah, I mean, actually, when you compare these two, I mean, this is designed for different things, but the Azzaro, The Most Wanted, is actually more of a statement-making fragrance than Costa Azzurra, I would say.
Yeah.
But it depends what you want. I mean, this is definitely more refined. This is a bit more,
Punchy.
slightly more juvenile, punchy, good fun, night out
like
sort of fragrance. Yeah, there we go. All right, okay, so out of these 5, Aaron would choose to wear Azzaro The Most Wanted. I might spray it on him, so he's going to go home smelling of this. Now, shall I spray it on him?
Yeah.
You want it?
Yeah,
You want to
spray it on mine.
Right, yeah, there we go. Try it on skin. It was your favourite, so you can see what you think. It does smell even better.
Yeah,
off
on the skin. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you smell the acetates now.
There we go. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you are interested in any of these fragrances, you have a perfumer's opinion and you've got a bit of a technical breakdown on those. I always enjoy listening to that because that's something I'm not able to put into my reviews. So to hear you talk about them is great. So please make sure that you go and check out Aaron's channel and also go and check out my new channel. It's just called Chris Wilkinson. It's vlogs and travel and bits of tech, just fun vlogs, cinematic stuff. I've done a little bit of that on this channel, but on the new channel it's not fragrance related. So if you enjoy the sort of fun cinematic vloggy stuff, please check out the new channel. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, that's it from us. It was a pleasure, Aaron. Thanks for coming back.
Pleasure.
Will you come back again?
Absolutely.
Because we're going to do another one in 30 seconds, so you definitely will be. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next one.